if you've studied certain styles, you may have learned something like this. He punches here, and then I'm here, right? So I don't believe in that, because I don't believe in trying to catch that punch. It's fine in the dojo, but when someone is doing that, it's just not going to happen. So our philosophy at Sabeel Combatives is we counterattack first, we strike effectively, and then we find the lock. Sensei Matt Gotzel, who is the master of the style of karate that I studied, he says strike a point to lock a joint to strike a point, right? So you don't try to apply your joint lock cold, you strike first. And then you either complete with the joint lock or you use the lock as an opportunity to strike further. So we'll just take it off the jab and be here. And let's do that in slow motion. I parry, I'm stepping it at an angle. This arm comes up and I finger jab to the eyes, or I punch, or I palm strike, depending on my distance and what I prefer to do. So I'm here, then I'm here. And you see how I'm capturing that now. Then I come back for that, catching the thumb here, and I apply my lock. I like to apply my lock with the blade of the hand or the forearm and keep my elbow high to prevent counters from the other hand. And then I step through that way, driving the hand down in front of me as I go. You can't see the finish here, so I won't worry about it. We'll get to that in a minute. 1, 2. And in reality, it happens like this. 1, 2, 3. Thank you for being a good sport. 1, 2. I'm just making contact here. If it were to pull back away from me, that's fine. It comes to me. It's not a big deal. If that other hand comes in, I jam it up right here. I catch it on my elbow or I block it with my forearm. It doesn't change my game plan at all. And then I drive this ahead and down. I'll step back so you can see the finish. Oh yeah, let me put this down.
And then we can stay close actually.
Right. By the way, please always feel free to comment and let me know if there's something you'd like to see more of or you want a clarification on. So I know you can only see our legs, that's because we're going to show the ground finish. 1, 2, here. So here we are. I've just driven him down to the ground with the lock. A standard finish is to come around to the inside, but I prefer to break right here. So I just drop back here. I use my body weight and my footwork to snap the elbow on my shin. It doesn't take a lot. So if you recall, the secrets to generating power in martial arts, I mentioned this in a previous video, are body rotation, footwork, and body weight. And like I said last time, this is gold, so write it down. So here we have footwork. I take a step. Body rotation, I turn my hips. Body weight, I drop my weight a little bit. Put all those together and crack! You get a nice break right there. If I didn't want to break his arm and I just wanted to use this to put him in a more submissive posture, I just pull on that. I take the back of his neck and I direct him where I want him to go, and my knee would be right here on the triceps. I can control the head here with another hand, or I could strike with my palm into the head. So that is your Kote Gaeshi, or outward wrist lock against a straight punch. In the next video, I'll show it against like a haymaker, circular strike. The key is footwork, because if you apply the lock only, so let me put this back where it was. What happens a lot of the time is the guy doesn't necessarily go down. He just So here, give me a Kote Gaeshi, just standing with no footwork. You get this. Ah! This is what normal people do on the street. Ah, it hurts, stop! They don't go down to the ground. They're not trained to break fall or to fall onto the ground. They just stand here and they scream in pain and they don't know what to do. But by stepping and driving that hand ahead of you, you give them no choice. It affects their structure in such a way where here, I've got him bent over, he doesn't want to go down. But when I take that hand down to the ground, he doesn't have a choice, right? If your hand is on the ground, you cannot remain standing. It becomes a combination of a joint lock and a hand throw. So I take that down, and he has no choice. I could come into the inside and finish here, or I could break on the outside here. Of course, there are many other possible finishes. Those are the obvious two. So it turns into a combination of a joint lock and hand throw. Biomechanics, right? Pain and biomechanics are the keys to applying joint locks along with footwork. All right, thank you very much. Please remember to subscribe and like. I appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next video.